I'm gonna try to only play one game. As tempting as it might be to get another after I lose. Play e4. Very nice. I enjoy this much more than the Sicilian. Although I don't really mind the pawn structures in the Sicilian. I just forced myself to play the King's Indian attack. Maybe I shouldn't. This is the Berlin, yeah? So what you do is you castle. That is how chess works. No, I play the anti-Berlin. I don't actually play this. Whatever. It doesn't matter. And they play this anyways. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that. Presumably I take here. I would think that this is best. They take like that, which actually surprises me. Cause it's... Wait, that's like really weird, right? What? I can just take and take, no? I mean, I think I should take like this. Now the question is, do I take like this? And I think the answer to this is almost certainly yes. I don't know what they think they're doing. We'll see what the best way to do this is. Well, if they go here, they go here. I'm trying to win the game on the spot. Probably not doable though. Yeah, I wouldn't say it is. I can push. I can start with this, although I'm not really a fan of giving them counterplay. Granted, there probably isn't very much. This allows this and some future lines with like that and that. Whereas this makes it so maybe the bishop could be a threat. I guess on this square it would be. But presently I can just push like this. So I'm gonna say that this is the right move. Or maybe something simple like d4 would also make sense. Here they just play this, or maybe this is also a move. I guess I should be calculating this. Move this here, this seems like a little extra good. And maybe I can get development quick while applying a lot of pressure. To go here, I might still want to play this move, but I'm not as sure. This kind of allows them to move to squares that might be a bit annoying. I'm just going to play this. I'm almost certainly going to end up playing it anyways, so I'll play it now. And now, if I can get this queen and knight out of here, then I do kind of have the ability to take this bishop here. It gives me ideas of maybe playing this immediately or waiting, but ultimately moving this. And where is the knight going currently? It's a great question. Can't go here. Can't go here. It's really just here. So if I were to push c4 and then they were to move the knight here, I were to kick it again, then I think they would have to go here. And this seems kind of miserable. So I do believe this is a good move. I have to watch out for maybe potential sacks at some point, but not currently. I might end up protecting this like this. does attack this. I didn't see the square actually, did I? Maybe I'll push again though, get some more space. Because why not? I actually messed up, not realizing that this is possible. Yeah, I do believe this is good. I don't think there's any tactics. Immediately. Now I have no ability to kick the knight, but I mean I have this pawn lodged all the way up here, which seems pretty nice. I like this, because now they can't really attack the pawn in the ways which might annoy me. I'm tempted to play this, which kind of solidifies my center permanently, if they were to take. But if they don't take, then, I don't know, well, it's just nice to have the piece there. But I don't want to take myself. Let's look at what squares this queen has. You know, here could be a bit annoying, so I don't want that happening. So I'm gonna play this, I think. I do have some problems, but I should mostly be fine. Also, maybe, well, there's the knight there, so yeah. I'm just gonna do some developing. I don't think they have anything. What does that do? Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. And I mean, well, if I take, they take, I can take here, and they don't really have any way to threaten me, I don't think. Takes. I mean, and with this, it just seems like they don't have anything, right? I'm not seeing any real threats. Like if here, let's see what's the best way to deal with that. Well, it's a fork. I think that fork is working fine. Although if they move the queen, I can't really take, and there are threats like that. I just don't think this can be bad for me, though. I can also maybe go for a trade immediately. It is also worth noting that this is immediately attacking the bishop, should I choose to have that happen. I also can attack the queen like this, even. Go to here, I go here. And I'm covering this square too, so I quite like this, I think. Oh, but I can't slide here ever, which I should keep in mind because of the bishop. Maybe I should just try to trade these queens and use the fact that I'm up a pawn. I have better position just in general to win the game instead of letting these bishops do what bishops do. As undeveloped as they seem, it is true that, like, on a dime, this bishop just goes here, this bishop just goes here, and That's the way I can lose the game somehow. Even if, like, I'm sure Stockfish wouldn't mind that. They do that. I am a little confused, as I don't see how they're gonna then make a threat. Here, 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 and if here they move the bishop to where? And this queen isn't really able to threaten checkmate without a bishop here, and that's not happening, so that does seem quite nice for me. I could also just develop. I mean, this pawn, it's not really going anywhere. They can't move the rook here if I'm threatening this. But if here, I'm a little annoyed, because after like this, for example, it seems like they're kind of attacking me. But this actually does defend this, and then this check might do something, maybe not. I'm not the biggest fan. But if here I can also just like do that, and I'm adding even more pressure, so I am gonna do this, I think. I have to watch out for this, if I ever take like this, but that shouldn't really ever be an issue. First of all, because I don't think a line where I'm taking this is happening with these pieces here, but also because, you know, the bishop would need to move away from that too, and a bunch of stuff would have to happen for that to become an issue. That's a decision. Good one? I don't know. I'm tempted to play this. But after like this, well, this covers this. So if I go here, they go here. It's pretty bad for me, eh? Wow. Why not just double the rooks? I also gave myself this and then didn't play that, which is terrible decision making for me. Yeah, I had the game won right there, but oh well. Don't take, which I really hope they don't. They might feel the need to keep the pieces on to make counterplay. They also might just not notice it, as they didn't notice it and I didn't notice it before. Presumably, maybe they did. But yeah, it doesn't really... Oh, they have a bishop. They have a bishop. This move doesn't do anything. I mean, it trades the bishop off, and I would quite appreciate that, actually. I mean, it certainly does do something very productive, but it's not as strong as I thought it was. ever move the rook here, though, then ideas like that do seem even stronger and maybe worth going for. So their queen is there. That's a square that the queen can legally move to, certainly. I'm just thinking of this, for example. No need to overcomplicate it with that and that. It just seems extra strong. This move gets owned. So what is the problem with this move? Well, as we talked about earlier, there is this. And do I care? I think the answer is probably not, but I also don't want to mess up the game for no reason. I also maybe have ideas of this. And then maybe they'd have to go back. Then I go here, and they take, and then I take. That is quite pleasant. Well, I'm kind of giving the pawn back, right? Well, but I mean, I'd certainly win it back and be better. I don't know, there are too many ways to win. Oh. Here, takes, here. And technically the bishop's hanging, so there's sort of a threat still. Here, take, here. They don't have very many squares. If they move the bishop, then what? I'm probably fine with them moving the bishop. And I can also just do this, as I would like to. There's just so many options, man. I can't contend with so many options. If I can get this pawn all the way up here, that's really nice, I think. For me? We're just gonna play this. Also stops back ranks in the future. The whole idea, or one idea, is to push it, but I don't know if I really am feeling that. I mean, I can also just go back. But if they take like this, then takes, 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 takes. Here, here. Could be better. I could see myself messing that up. I could see that not even being winning. So I will just push it again. Here I want to apply extra pressure to the bishop, I think. then if they move their bishop there, then I push that there. Why can't I take this? Because it's this bishop move? I'm just gonna try to move the other bishop, other knight into the game. Are there any problems with that? I don't think so. I think this is fine. To go here, you know, they're just asking to lose. And you can take these pawns. You're gonna get checkmated, hopefully. If not, then I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, there's also that. Which should make it a breeze. That's a terrible move. Do I start like this? Then they move the bishop there. And is that fine? Yes. Is it optimal? Let's just try this one instead. I think there's just no issues there. So I'm very happy with this. I wasn't expecting this one first. What does this do? Nothing, I don't think. Are they threatening anything? Answer's no. This is a good move. True? Yes. They have no file to abuse this dark square. The bishop can't target the square. The square is being protected with the knight, sort of, in a way. This is a threat they have to deal with. Is it defensible? I guess they'd have to go here. And then I have to ask, oh, is taking fine? Probably not, I wouldn't take. Although it's probably winning to take. But I think the simpler, less losable manner is to just keep the queens on the board and try to decimate them. Okay. Well, let's take this and see what they do. I have this, they take back. If they don't take back, then that's a problem. In fact, this is mate, right? Or no, it's not. It's very scary for them, though. But it's not quite mate. I don't think I have any checks to abuse that too, unfortunately. Or, yeah, I do. I could win the bishop. Provided that's winning, which should be. also just take like this and try to do this. Go down, they are getting destroyed. I also have this rook targeted. I mean, I could just take this and push. That's probably the simplest. Do I see any issues with that plan? No, not really. Although, well, I guess this square defends this pawn. And their queen isn't doing anything. Although my rook isn't on the back rank. But it doesn't matter, their queen doesn't have access to any important squares. But I want to make this as simple as possible. And making it as simple as possible probably means this. But maybe sliding the bishop back. I'm gonna just take the pawn. Their queen takes another pawn, which is a bad move. I can go here maybe. If they go there. Well, I have ideas of this. In that case. So here, here, here. But then maybe they can attack the knight. How would they go about attacking the knight? Well, they'd need to attack the knight and defend this square. So they'd have to go to a square that doesn't really exist, I think. So I will just do this. I don't see any tactics. This seems like the smart move. This move seems actually extra good. But then they're just gonna go there. How would I respond to that? Well, for one, I could sack the rook. And then, if I were to go to here, yeah, that works. So I'm pretty sure if I go here, and they go here, I can sack the rook. Because if they take, or I sack this rook. Because if they take, then I have this move. And actually, that's checkmate. I thought I would have to do a little more, but yeah. But yeah, that's fine. Okay. What's the best way to do this? I don't know. But this should be safe enough. I could also just try to defend the pawn. Yeah, actually, let's maybe defend the pawn. If they go here, I think I can play this. Which is a cool move. And I'll play it just because I can. Yeah, but I think I can play this. If they take this here, check. Where's the follow-up? Check. Ooh, maybe that move doesn't work. It doesn't work. I can also just be boring and play this. Although it wouldn't be losing to do this. And we're threatening this. And we're also attacking this. Are there any tactics? I don't think so. I'm just gonna push. Might as well. So ideas of this, I guess. Okay. Well, let's go down. See what they do. Can I annoy the rook, or would that be annoying? There. Oh, I can't actually attack that, can I? Let's start with this. Now this rook, now the knight is lodged there. And there's nothing they can do about it. With forks such as this. Okay. Just go here. There's no hope for my opponent at all. Whatever. Just go like here, for example. Now we're threatening this and this. Here, probably just that. They go all the way back. And I'll just take it. No sense in thinking too much. Let's just play check. just gonna go here. Yeah, they do that. It's not, it's gonna be mate, but I don't actually know what I'm doing, so it's not gonna be mate. But like here, for example, to go here, I guess I'd probably do this. And that's probably pretty strong. If not, what did I see? What was good against this? I thought I saw something. Alright, let's just go here. Do I have any checks? No. Do I? Well, I certainly have the check somewhere. Okay, I'll just do this. Now we're threatening this. To go here, I can go here. Here, here, whatever, here. Yeah, I think this is fine. Now we're threatening this. Okay. I don't think there's an issue with this move. If check, I'll just go here, I guess. Now I can win the pawn too, which is exciting. Okay, they want stalemates. Check. To go here, I have to watch out for stalemate again, but I don't think there is one. I'll also push this maybe. They sack. Is there ever a stalemate? Because they have this square. As long as they have this square, there's no stalemate. So we are just gonna push, I think. If sack I can't take with the queen, I take with the king, which is pretty important. actually, I could take with the queen. Oh, was there a mate at some point? Let's go here. If I push, they take. I go here. I mean, they'll always have this square. So this is fine. They still have a square. And this is checkmate. Very good. Okay. So, you know, I almost feel like I was playing Stockfish at the end with how long it like stuck around. Am I crazy? Because, I mean, it just felt like they made no mistakes at the end. Like, am I insane? We'll find out, I guess. Okay, Berlin, castles. They play this, which is weird. Chess is getting played. Apparently they want me to take that first, because it is pinned. Yeah, okay, I see. That was dumb of me. I didn't realize the pin existed. Okay. It seems that everything I did was perfectly acceptable. I made no real mistakes. I let the eval go from +2 to +1, which is, it's a real mistake, but yeah, I think I played this pretty much perfectly. Okay, it seems I'm just bad. They're not making all the best moves. I'm just not finding the best way to win. Okay. Yeah. Not really anything to say about this game. That will be it.